So while most often we think about selecting objects themselves, we've seen in the past movie that it's possible to use tools such as the Magic Wand tool to select objects by their attributes without focusing on the object itself. In reality, that becomes a very powerful way to make your selections inside of Illustrator. You'll notice that Illustrator itself has a select menu, and inside of that select menu there's something here called Same and Object. So let's take a look at what that means. First of all, it's possible to make certain selections without even selecting anything. I'm using the same file that I've been using so far for the selection movies here called Making Selections. If I decide, for example, that I want to select all the text in my file, no matter what font it is, no matter where it appears, I can just simply choose Select Object and then choose Text Objects, and that will automatically select all the text in my particular file. There are other options for selecting objects as well. For example, going to the Select menu, I could choose Object and choose to select all brushstrokes or all masks. Or if I'm working with Flash, for example, and I'm defining certain text for Flash, I could choose to select all dynamic text or all input text, again used for Flash. Let's take a look at this other menu here, though, called Same. This will allow us to choose objects based on a same color or other attribute as well. The way that this works is that you simply click on one particular object to make a selection, and that tells Illustrator how you want to select other objects. For example, I'll use my direct selection tool, and I'll click on, let's say, this shape right here, which is filled red. If I want to have other red objects selected in my file, I can go to the Select menu, I could choose Select Same, and I could choose Select all other objects that have the exact same fill color as the object that I currently have selected. And when I choose that option, notice that that's what becomes selected. If I click on this green bodysuit here, for example, and I choose Select, and I choose Same, I can again choose Fill Color, and then I see that the other objects become selected. What's nice about this feature is that it's also built into the control panel, which means that I could click on, let's say, a green shape here, and then go up over here to this icon where it says Select Similar Objects. If I click on the pop-up here, I could say, I want you to make sure that it has the exact same fill color, and now simply by clicking on that option, all other green objects get selected as well. Now, if you choose all settings here, let me go back over here and choose all, that means that when I click on this right now, it will only select other objects that have all the same attributes. So for example, if this particular green shape also had a black stroke on it, then it would only select other green filled objects with black strokes on it. You could also choose to select other objects with the same opacity or the same appearance or the same stroke weight, so on and so forth. So these are all settings that you could choose to make sure that when you make a selection, you can get exactly what you need.